Hi, everyone. Welcome to Glitch and Glow, the podcast where digital dreams meet soulful self-care. I'm Arielle.
And I'm Edna.
And we're social workers by trade, and we're your hosts on this journey through the worlds of tech, wellness, gaming, and Black womanhood.
Each week, we dive into real conversations, level up our self-care, decode the latest tech, and celebrate the wins, big and small, in our communities.
So whether you're here for the healing, the hacks, or the high scores, you're in the right place. So grab your tea, your controller, or your headphones. Let's tap in. So let's get into our first segment, boot sequence, where we boot up and sink in. So here's what's on our minds today. Let's start with our glitches. Edna, what's been a thorn in your side this week?
So I don't know if it's this week at this point anymore. Now the Game of the Year awards happened a minute ago, but that's going to be like my glitch and my glow. Okay, so I know we had talked about them before. And so, of course, I watched them. And I know that we're talking about it a little late, but it's still not that late. I don't think everybody watches it. Because I didn't used to watch it before this year. This was my very first time. And so my husband and I, we watched it. And I think my glitch is like, by the end of it, I was really thinking like, oh, this feels like a big ad fest. Because of course I'm thinking like, when I think of award shows, I mean, I'm thinking of like the Oscars, the Emmys, whatever, like that's like, I think the baseline that a lot of folks have, or especially me when it comes to award shows. And so I think I was expecting something like that, which it was. And because there were so many game premieres and like new games and all that. And then the commercials were also ads for games, like it just was a lot of that happening in between everything. And so I think I was kind of taken aback by that. And I think by the end of it, I was sitting there like, are video games only about either somebody in space, someone in the medieval times, Renaissance period, something we gotta shoot, there's a big something that we gotta fight? Like it was just like, is that all there is in video? And I know that that's not true. We talk about that all the time. There's so many different kinds of games, but it was like watching this, I was really like, oh, this is why people think that this is all that video games is. And like they were really trying, and they had an indie games segment or whatever. And so it was just really, it was interesting to watch, and it was so long. They had like a pre-show, and then and so I'm thinking that, it's starting.
Like, you watched all of it?
No, I had to go to sleep. I was like, look, it's 10 o'clock. I'm an early sleeper out here. I've engaged in this content like since I think I started it at 6:30 is when like the pre-show started. So this has been hours of my life. And so I finished it the next day.
Okay.
So yeah, it was a lot. And then some of them, girl, I was super surprised, were like so violent. Some of these, like I was like, oh, you absolutely could not watch this with children. Some of the violence was like, look away, like I don't know what this game is. And I'm not going to throw shade to anybody's jam. Just for me, I was like, oh, wait, this is actually violent. So, yeah, I think that was my surprising glitch by the end of it. Just like the ads and the like, are all games the same? Trip that I had for a second there. So Game of the Year awards, an interesting experience. I will multitask next time and not be watching it live, or I'll just multitask while I'm watching it, next time, come more prepared. But I was like trying to take notes. I was like, I'm going to talk about it so much. And by the end, I was like, no, I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about. We're not going to review this whole thing. It's a lot going on in here. But yeah, that's my glitch. How about you?
So my glitch and my glow is actually related to the same event. So the event, I talk about this all the time. This is ridiculous, but I talk about my hair all the time, but it is related to my hair. So my glitch is that I have a wound.
A Band-Aid.
I have a wound because when I was doing my hair, My hair like comes in a box, whatever. So I'm like trying to get this box open. It has one of those like, you know, those like adhesive stickers that are like kind of tough to get off, right? So I'm like I'm like trying to get it through with like scissors. And I'm doing it the correct way the first time, like away from my body. I'm doing it the right way the first time. But this ticker was so tough that I like could not get through it. So I was like, okay, cool, whatever. We'll come from the other side. See, you already know it's a problem. So I'm getting it from the other side. I'm like working it through. And then all of a sudden it's like, whoosh, right? And with the scissors,
I like grabbed my thumb under the desk. I was like, oh no.
that scissor got my thumb so bad. Like when I say we got to the white meat, I was like, yo. I'm like, so I was like doing my hair like early in the morning. And so I cut myself. I'm like, ah, man, like, and one thing about me, like blood and stuff, like doesn't really bother me. So I was just like, ah, man, like, And so I'm like cleaning it out.
Sorry.
And like,
oh man, dang.
Like literally, I was like, ah.
Meanwhile, I feel like I had a bigger reaction than you right now. I was like, oh no.
No, you definitely
clutching
did.
my thumb.
You definitely did. Because I'm looking at it, I'm cleaning it out, and I was like, oh man, it's like really bleeding. And so I'm like sitting there trying to like put pressure on it, and it's still bleeding really bad. So then I had to like wake my fiance up, and I was like, hey, come look at this. And he's like dead sleep. I'm like, hey, come look at this. And he like finally gets up, and I'm like,
now you not warning him. Just come.
I was like, you think I need stitches? And I just like showed it to him. And he was like, that's pretty deep. He's like, I don't know. Like, what do you think? And I was like, well, and this is all like a very calm conversation, bleeding profusely, right? I'm like, I don't know. I think like probably wouldn't hurt to like go to urgent care, right? Like maybe they'll say stitches. He's like, yeah, okay. And so we go, before we do that, like we like put a bunch of like liquid bandage on it to hopefully like close it up some. And then, takes me to urgent care. They look it over. And I was like, do we think we need stitches? And they're like, well, it stopped bleeding with the liquid bandage, so I think you should be fine. Like, if it was still bleeding, then probably, but like, it's deep, but like, I think you guys are fine. So I was like, okay, cool. They just put some more on it, and they're like, set me on my way. But before I left, I was like, I just need to know, like, just in terms of like mobility, like, can I move it? Because I am in the middle of doing my hair right now. Like, I would really love to finish it. So, and she was like, she didn't really understand what that meant, but she was like, yeah, you're fine. Like, whatever. The liquid bandage should do enough. Put another Band-Aid on it. You're good to go. And I was like, cool. That's all I needed to know, because.
Not clarifying so that you don't get to know.
No, I was like, I just.
You're like, this isn't just a quick ponytail.
I was like, we must be done. I have to finish this today. And so I went back and like, finished my hair for another several hours, because what I was doing, I did this.
It looks great.
We did it, but I did the miracle knots, and so I was like, "This is an all-day process," and now we've taken off an hour and a half of my life that I could have been doing this hair, and I was like, "It must be done." So, anywho,
oh Lord,
yep. So I'm wounded. This happened over a week ago. And it's healing, it's fine, but it's gonna take a beat. And so now I can't go to Pilates because of like where the straps are. It'll irritate it, and so whatever. It's like this has gotten longer than it needed to be, but
because I still was like, oh no, don't do it.
They're like, just try not to get it wet, and I was like,
we wash our hands, friends.
Right.
Minimally.
Like, okay.
I'm not even thinking about the whole shower. Minimally washing our hands.
I was like, well, we wash our hands and we do dishes and we take showers, but like whatever. Like, it's getting wet. It is what it is. Just put more liquid bandage on it and keep it pushing. And that's what we've been doing, and it's fine. So whatever. But
hey,
that was my glitch. That was dumb, but it's fine.
That is so funny to me that I freaked out more than you. I think so I have had a similar situation happen. This was ages ago though. Like a long time ago, over 10 years ago. But I was opening a can and I forgot what I did, but I had sliced my thumb significantly. And I said, oh my God. But this was when I was like had no money. So when you ain't got no money, you're like,
Oh, yeah.
hospital, why? Like, are we sure? And I talked to a friend who has also been in the throes of poorness and was like, you could put super glue on it. And I was like,
there it is.
I didn't know about liquid bandage. That feels new. I don't know, but I did, and I'm fine.
Been around. That's been
you
around.
would never know. Use super glue. Got myself
You
back on
MacGyvered that.
track.
You're like, this is fine. This is probably what they use.
Bow, let it dry. Put the Band-Aid. Kept doing that. It was fine. I'm not saying anybody should do that. I need to be very clear.
Don't do that. Get liquid bandage. Don't do glue. Get liquid bandage is literally for this purpose.
I got from a colleague at the time. But I had really cut myself. I was really like, damn. And I think about it almost every time I open a can. I'm like, oh, be careful, girl. You sliced yourself.
Now, every time I hold scissors, I'm like, all right, you're still healing. Cool out.
You know what's funny about this, though? I don't know if my husband, it's going to be funny when he listens to this later. I don't know if he's been watching how I open things, but he's been like, cut away from yourself, saying it while I'm doing it. I'm like, what is happening here? But I'm like, oh, I must just be recklessly just slicing shit open. And now I'm going to think about him and you when I'm using scissors. Cut away.
A wound to cut away, even if it's tricky. And oh my God, this is the dumbest part. So he saw my family not too long after that. I'm telling them what happens. Why my fiance, he really tried to sun me. He was like, I don't know why you couldn't just flip it upside down and just do it like this. And I was like,
you weren't here. You've never done this before.
Passed.
He's like, so for next time, don't wake me up. This is how you do it.
He's like, you're supposed to be on my side. What are you doing?
That is so funny. Literally
I
hilarious.
don't think the box went like that. It's fine. But he's like, okay.
Oh, that's so funny. All to get some hair, girl. Props to you, though. You made it.
I had to get it done. It had to be done.
I understand.
Anyways, so yeah, that was my glitch.
Okay.
Yep. How about a glow? It's something good. That's
a glow. I'm still going to stay with Game of the Year awards and share that the most exciting part for me was that Game of the Year for Impact went to South of Midnight. Did you see that? It was, I was powering up. And not only did it win, but then they were like, and it's going to be launched on PS5 and the Switch too. And I damn near fainted. I was like, this is what we've wanted. Let us all play it. So I'm so excited. I don't think they had a timeline. I don't see it in my notes, so they must not have at the time. But I will be purchasing that as soon as it's available. I don't know which console I'll do it on, but I'm like, whew, I'm excited for that. And then there was one game that I do want to talk about a little bit. And it's called Out of Words. I almost said Worlds. It's called Out of Words. And it's this beautiful, it was the one game that looked maybe kind of cozy, but not actually. And it's I don't know if you've ever watched the making of a stop motion movie. I'm thinking of Coraline, Nightmare Before Christmas, Isle of Dogs, right? Where they're moving everybody and doing all these little things. That's literally how they've animated this game. It looks just like that. These characters have literally been created in that same way. And my mind is blown in thinking about how are we doing that and then putting it into a video game. Don't know, but that's what they did. And I was blown away. So you're these two characters, and I don't know. I was so excited by the animation style that I don't even know if I can tell you what we're actually trying to achieve. You can play as them. It's a co-op adventure. It's a platformer. So it's all giving everything I need without even knowing what we're trying to do. I'm like, it's beautiful and it's a co-op and we're sitting here running around on a platformer. Done. Sign me up. Put me in to play. Have no idea when it's coming out. And it was one of those vague next year sort of deals. So
yeah.
Out of Words, wildly excited. So I'm looking forward to some games that I can play this year between South of Midnight, Out of Words. I'm ready for both of these.
Yeah. Oh, that's super dope.
So you'll have to get into the South of Midnight when you get your console, computer, PC, whatever it is that you're looking to play on.
Yeah.
How about your
Yeah.
glow?
My glow, I just remember it's going to be a two-part. The first part, because it's related, is that I was able to figure out how to do miracle knots, and they're a great time for me,
So I
which
don't
is
know
my
what they
hair.
are.
So it's like doing boho braids, but
Okay.
just like on your hair. So like you can like do it at home because it's like kind of hard to do, right? But like basically a miracle knot is like I just like you can't see, but like you just like part your hair like you're doing box braids or like mini twists, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you just braid your hair up, like you don't add anything, and then after all of your hair is braided up, that's when you crochet in the curly pieces, and so you get like this look. But it's for the cheap because a lot of times when you go to the shop to get it done, it's like several $100s to get that style done. So like to be able to do it at home for like all you gotta do is buy the hair, like the
Mm-hmm.
curly hair to crochet in. Oh my gosh, amazing. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I saw it off of TikTok, and I'm so sorry, girl. I'm forgetting what your name is on TikTok, but she like is the one who like brought it to TikTok, and it's like huge now. Oh
Okay.
god, it's gonna bother me that I can't remember her name. But yeah, she literally was just like, let me show you miracle knots, and literally just like shows you how to do it on TikTok, and then it's just kind of like taking the hair community by storm. So like I was like, I could do that.
Nice.
Like, and they did,
For
and I got really excited.
sure.
So that's been great.
And not to make it
This
a glitch, because it's great that you've learned and that you're doing it. And the fact that it costs so much to get any sort of protective braids, whatever, like
mhm.
it hurts my soul. And I understand we all have to I understand all the things. I really do. But even for the last time I did like feed in cornrows, I was like, I'm paying a lot of money here. Like I'm paying a lot of money
Yeah.
for this.
Yeah.
And I'm having
Yeah.
to come with my hair like stretched and washed. And just like, and I was like, yeah,
Mhm.
anyways, this is not a glitch
Mhm.
moment. This is your glow. You did a great job. You look
Thank you.
great.
Thank you. Thank you. We'll see how long
But,
it
whew,
lasts. It'll be interesting since it's just like
mm,
with my hair, so I feel like it's gonna get fuzzier faster, but like we'll see. I'm not
yeah.
too pressed about it.
Mm-mm.
So that's part one. And then I just remembered that part two of my glow is that I made my reading challenge, y'all. We did it. We did
What?
it. Okay. Very excited about that. I'm actually 3 past right now, so that's pretty cool.
Well, good for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. So very excited about that.
I'm so happy for you. I'm so proud
Thanks
of you.
you.
You
Because
got
I
to tell us
know
which ones were your
my
favorites.
intent. I should do that. That could be fun. Because like I know
Yeah,
my in the last episode, my intention was like I just want some cozy time. I want to sit down and read, and I like
uh-huh.
very much did that, and so I was able to get it,
Good.
and it was great.
That's so great. So your total
Yeah,
was 103?
yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
I only read a quarter
We've
of the
done
books that you
it.
read, but
Still a
I
lot.
feel very accomplished. Yeah, I'm like, I
This
feel
is
very
like, well, it's
accomplished.
a lot.
No shade to myself. I need to cut my bangs. You see me? I'm like constantly moving them up. Um, but dude, that's so great. Yeah, I think you should really tell us, or at least,
Yeah,
make an episode and or
that could be
just tell us.
fun.
Yes,
Yeah.
that
And
could
do it
be.
by like the genres that I've read. Cause I did not read every genre there is. Like my main go tos are like thrillers and like I'll do like, a historical fiction. I'll do a romance,
Hmm.
whatever. But like based on that, I think that could be cool. A lot of fantasy.
Hmm.
I've done some sci-fi. Like I've been doing a lot.
That's a
Nope,
lot.
that's a lie. I was gonna say none were nonfiction, but that's actually not true.
I didn't
A
think that
lot
was
of
true for
them,
you.
there is a good
I was
amount
like,
of
you at least
nonfiction in
got
there
one.
too.
At least I knew you did.
Yeah.
Minimum.
Yeah. So yeah, that could be fun.
Hmm.
I like that idea. Okay, that's an
Yeah.
episode idea for sure. Cause yeah, it's been a great time. It's been a
Good.
great time. I'm really happy.
Good,
So
good, good.
100
You
next
did
year
it.
too. We're doing it. I was like, okay, like because there was a time I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. But now that I did, I'm like, cool, we'll keep it at 100. See what I can do in 2026.
I can't do math. If you're watching me real life, I'm like, looking to the sky while you were just saying that. How many books does that average out to a month? I know you didn't read the same amount of books. I'm just trying to like average it.
Like 9
Okay.
ish. Like,
I
right?
I'm literally bringing out my
100 divided
calculator. I
by
shouldn't have done this to
12.
us.
Come
Um
on.
on this podcast out loud. Yeah, no, you were right. It's like 8.3.
8.3. Okay. I was like,
So you're
oh
reading like
God.
2 books a month, 2 books a week.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Impressive.
Mm-hmm.
In the Cheeto Man voice. Impressive. Truly.
That's been
Truly,
fun.
truly.
Yeah, I
Nice.
need to like go
Good.
back to my Goodreads and like look through and see like because there's some books that I was like depending on like what was going on, if I was like on a trip or whatever, or if my like weeks were busier than others, you can
Mm-hmm.
definitely tell like when I had more time versus not. Because there are
Mm-hmm.
some days where I could read a book in a day. If I was like,
Mm-hmm.
this is the activity for the day, I could knock a book out in a day. So
Mm-hmm.
like yeah, it'll be interesting to like kind of like check that stuff out
You
too.
totally should. I
Yeah.
love that. Are you okay? Maybe answer this in the book. Like, the next time we talk about the books, about the pros and cons of Goodreads, because TikTok is either like, yeah, my Goodreads, whatever, super casual, or they're like livid about Goodreads. And I don't use it, but people have a lot of feelings, I feel like, when it comes to Goodreads.
It's interesting because I don't think I use it the way a lot of people do. Because I think a lot of people, they comment, whatever. And yeah, we can definitely talk about it the next time. But like, I literally just log it to be like, you've done this. Moving
Mm-hmm.
on. Right? Like literally just tracking. But I know like you can do so much more with it. But yeah.
I should do that. I just write mine on like a piece of paper all year. Not just a piece, like the one of those big ass post-it notes
Oh, like a
ones
pretty, you
on
make
the
it like
wall.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah, and I like
Yeah.
write every single one. So yeah, I think I've done 25 this year. And so I think after doing that, I should then take it and put it. I just take a picture of it. I'm like, boop. Like, okay.
Yeah,
Knowing
no,
damn
I
well I'm
just
gonna be
log it
looking
in
for it one day.
Goodreads. I
Okay.
just log it there.
Okay.
And especially if you're like reading on like a Kindle or something, it is nice because it does it for you. You don't even have to like log it.
Uh,
Versus like if you're reading like a physical book, then you do have to put it in. But if you're
yeah,
reading a
yeah, 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 yeah.
Kindle or ebook or whatever, like it'll do it for you. So
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Well, I'm looking
mhm.
forward to it. Putting that into the
Yeah,
universe.
I like that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's move into our debug this segment. And this is where we talk about today's topic, which I feel like we've kind of already started doing, but we'll be talking about Wholesome Games and their Wholesome Snack showcase that happened earlier in December. Um, if you don't know anything about Wholesome Games, what we're trying to say is like it's not always that it's a cozy game. Like a wholesome game can be something where you're learning, it's emotional, it's meaningful, but that doesn't always mean the equivalent of a cozy game, even though they oftentimes overlap. And so wholesome, they do like a bigger showcase that happens in the summer, and then they have a snack that they do in the winter time, so early December. And so very much like the last time when we did Black Voices in Gaming, today we're going to talk about what are the games that came out, and will we play them or would we skip them? And this time, because I'm trying to grow and be better, I actually pulled the descriptions from Steam because I was like, why am I trying to describe these games in the most terrible way when these people who created the game most likely, or there's at least some process, they've already done it. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So if you haven't checked out the showcase, of course, I'm going to say, please do so. It's such a great time. And I will give the bias that I have is that like this is my cup of tea. So when I think about watching this, I think these showcases happen in the same week. When I think about watching Game of the Year awards and then watching this, it's just a very different experience. And this time I was like damn near every game like, oh my God, versus the end of Game of the Year awards. I was like, oh my God. So I'm excited to talk about these games for sure. And yeah, let's just get into it.
Let's do it.
So, yeah. The first one was Thrifty Business. So, in this game, you run your very own thrift shop in this laid-back management sim. You sort through boxes to find hidden treasures and arrange nostalgic displays of clothes, antiques, toys, and more. Befriend the regulars, help their requests, and expand your store into a hub for the local community. So it's like a thrift store management sim with like jazz in there. You decorate it, the community comes, they buy things. It's on Steam, you can wish list it there. Ariel, are you playing this one or are you skipping it?
I would play this one. I would play this one.
Get
I
out of
know,
here. I
dude.
was like, hell no, she's not
Dude,
gonna play this. I don't know what
there's
you like.
a lot that we're gonna go through that like I think like what you're imagining will be true, but I don't know what it was about this one that I was like, this feels nice. Like it was a surprise to me as well because I was fully prepared to be like, I don't know that any of these games are gonna be for me, but like I actually did really like it. I don't know if it was just like the part where you like are engaging with customers. Like I don't know if it was just like that social piece of it that like felt like really nice to me. I think maybe that's probably what it was. It's just like that piece of it felt like cool. But yeah, I would play that one. Shock myself. Like I would do it.
I don't know what to expect from you now
I know.
as we go through these.
Me either.
That's hilarious. Okay. Wow. So it almost sounds like you're like, this feels like a cozy good time. That's what I think it's
Yeah.
giving for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Like
So
literally grab
surprising.
your tea and your controller. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, put on
Help
our
people
podcast.
like, find their clothes. Like
Wow.
I already do that. I feel like I really I help my fiance pick out what he's wearing almost every time we leave the house. So I feel like it's just kind of on brand for me at this
Okay.
phase.
You know, this is helpful for me for why I'd skip it. Oh, it's like help people with their clothes? No. A store management? I don't think so. Which I need to not say that because that's not always true. But still, I was like, no, I don't want to run a store for clothes. That's never been something I've been interested in. Not one time, not at one point in my entire life. So I said I would skip it, but it's so interesting hearing you say that.
Yeah.
I love that. Who knew?
Oh
We're in
no.
for a ride. We are
Yes,
in
we
for a
are.
ride. Okay.
Also, listeners, like, or you guys can't see the folks who would be watching this on YouTube. You're gonna see me like looking down a lot. It's because I had to write notes for this because there's like a lot of games that were showcased, and so if I'm looking down, it's because I had to see what I what I thought about it because it's been a little bit since I've seen it. So heads up.
Yeah, for sure. I had to relook at some stuff to jog my memory before we met today. So the next one is called Lost and Found Co. It is a hidden object adventure in a cozy and immersive world. Join a cast of quirky characters on their epic journey across countless magical locations. Find lost items, solve puzzles, and help a tiny dragon regain her power. It's super cutesy. It's giving like a Where's Waldo vibe, and it's coming out on Steam February 11th. Would you play it or would you skip it, Ariel?
Okay, even with your description, I'm actually having a hard time remembering this one.
Okay.
But based on your description, I feel like maybe I would play it because there's puzzles involved. So I'm gonna base it off that because I like puzzles. So I think I would play that one. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't remember in the trailer necessarily seeing the puzzle piece, but I do remember seeing the like where's Waldo aspect of it. Like here are the objects and you need to find them in this setting, environment, picture, whatever. And I am down for that. Like when I need to rest, I am here. I have the I Spy Halloween book, the I Spy Christmas book, like in my house to this day. I love doing that in like a little mini game. There's these games that I play on the Switch sometimes that like I was like, don't bring up Nancy Drew again, but here we are. That like
we love her.
Kind of remind me of like when you would have to like solve a mystery and you do this point and click, like find the items that are in the trunk or like in the cemetery or whatever it is. So because that was so nostalgic for me, I was like, oh, this is an easy yes. Like just
Mm-hmm.
having this in my lap while I am doing whatever else. Yay! I get excited. I'm like, oh, I want to play that so much. So that was, oh, I needed to repeat the other game too. So this game was Lost and Found Co. And our first game was Thrifty Business. Okay. The next game is called Beetle, Be Right Back. Ready your keyboards and set out on a typing adventure in Beetle, Be Right Back. Every keystroke brings the world to life as you search for your lost beetle. Encounter a wacky cast of characters, crack puzzles, and discover whimsical surprises along the way. So in this one, you're a little alligator. You're like doing puzzles. But also, what I noticed is that I didn't glean everything from the trailer. Like, at first, I was like, I'm skipping this because I don't even know what this is about in watching the trailer. But when I looked it up on Steam and like rewatched the trailer, I was like, oh, you're literally like typing tutoring at some point. Like, you're typing along the way to like
Ah.
get the alligator to do, I don't know, like it's part of the story, which I love a good typing thing. So I'm spoiling myself before I even ask you. I was like, oh, once I saw that, I was like, oh, I would play that. Like, I love a good typing challenge. If you don't know about this, Z Type online, just like it's a game that you could play. You can challenge yourself to like type
You've told me
faster.
about this.
Yeah,
Yes.
I played it the other day. Like, I will periodically play this, and I've done it for years to just
Mm-hmm.
test my typing skills. So, anyways, I love a good typing challenge. And I don't know if this sounds really challenging, but I was into it. I'm like, oh yeah, give me something to like make sure I'm still good at my keyboard skills. Bet. So I would clearly play it. How about you? Play or skip?
Okay, so I don't think I knew about the typing part, but that actually
Mm-mm.
does make me want to play it because I was originally skip, but I had a question mark next to it. So and also I like wrote down Frogger. Did it look like there was like a Frogger type of situation happening in the
There was an
trailer?
alligator moving around.
Oh, maybe that's because I feel like maybe when it reminded me of Frogger in some way, but I was like not
Hmm.
sure if that was really happening or not. So I
Mm-hmm.
originally wrote skip, but I do like a typing situation. And what I've learned, I have to actually keep up with it because I keep getting my nails done at different lengths, and every time I get it done, I have to there's a learning curve. So I'm like, that actually would be really helpful.
Girl, so my nails were long. I don't remember when. I did them, and then they were like a longer set. And I went. My husband was like, "Oh, type in something," and I was typing, and I was like, in my mind, like, "This is taking forever," and I had to like back up and da da da. And he was being super patient, but then later on, I had like cut them and reshaped them, and he was like, "Oh, that makes sense about your typing earlier." I was like, "Damn,
Yo.
good for you for being patient. Thank you, husband." But also, like,
But it's
it's
a
too much.
thing. I
Yeah.
literally, I mean, I got my nails done today. They are significantly shorter than what they were 3 hours ago. And like, it's
Uh,
even different now. It's low key, it's easier, let's be real. But
yeah.
like, it's just like relearning how to like type and relearning how to text with like the different
Oh
links. It
God.
is like really a lot. So,
It's too much for me. It's literally too
anywho,
much. It's not even worth it to me. I'm like, oh, I can't function. I can't put on pants. I can't open things anymore.
yeah,
Can't pick stuff up off the damn floor if it falls. I'm
dude,
not like my
it's
coins
a
are
lot.
falling all the time, but
Picking things up, that's a tough one. And my nail tech is always like, keep the length, right? And I'm like, no.
no.
He's like,
Cut
come
that.
on. And I'm like, no, you have to cut that.
That's
Anywho,
hilarious.
I digress. So yeah, I had a skip question mark, but hearing that there's a typing piece to it makes me more excited. So maybe
Yeah,
we'll
a little
flip it to
intrigued.
play.
I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
So again, that's called Beetle, Be Right Back. And the beetle is spelled interestingly. It's like B hyphen E hyphen E hyphen continue till you spell beetle.
Hmm.
Don't know, but to each his own. Okay, next up we have Wild Society. I'm already smiling.
Hmm.
In this game, you.
I'm gonna play it. That one. I want to play that one.
What makes you say that? What makes you say
Because
that
it's
out top?
witchy and it's magic and like I just like just say the description. It's the magic element of it that I'm like I love it.
Okay,
So
I love
yeah.
that. Okay, here's the description. Step into the elegant heels of Vivian Wild, witch, socialite, and host in period drama sim Wild Society. Build, run, and customize your magical boarding house in turn of the century Fairhaven. Host splendid events, expand your witchcraft, and influence the town. Who will you invite for tea? Oh, it's too much.
Like, come
And
on.
then the main character is black. I said,
Honestly, low key, that alone, I would have been like, well, we gotta give it a try. Like,
girl,
you know?
girl, I like for my notes, I was like, it's giving Bridgerton. And there's like a elf
Mm-hmm.
situation, a magic. It's coming out on Steam. Obviously, we're playing this. And they talked about Wildflowers too. So like Wildflowers is the first game. And then now they're coming out with Wild Society. And so
Okay.
Wildflowers actually, so I was like, oh, so now I have to play it. And then it was on sale for the Switch and I'm playing it now. It is so good. Having a great time. It's like definite. So let me read the description for Wildflowers because they talked about it right after Wild Society because I don't remember
Mm.
what they were, if it was on sale. I don't remember what they were saying about it, but in Wildflowers, you're Tara and she's on this journey to become a witch in Wildflowers. Um, farm by day, casting spells by night as you craft your cottage core life and bond with your coven. You come to know and love the fully voice acted characters of Fairhaven as you unravel a local mystery. And I've been playing it on the Switch too, and it's been a great like I'm like, oh, all I wanted to do, I know we had to do the podcast, but I'm like, if I could have just sat on my couch and literally played this in front of me, what a time. It is very witchy. And like the farming isn't doing the most. There's mining, but it's not like doing the most.
Yeah.
Um yeah, it's cute and there's like you could love anybody and like the mayor has like his mayoral building, whatever, town hall, whatever it's called, and there's like a LGBTQ flag above it. And there's
Oh,
some black characters, there's a
we love
Hispanic like
inclusive
it's
games. All right now.
yeah.
Okay. We
I was
love an
like, I
inclusive
didn't
game.
know. And you can play it mobile too, but like I was like, I think this is gonna ruin it for me. I don't love a mobile game like that, like a quote unquote not a real game because that feels disrespectful, but something that it just feels better on a console to me.
Mm-hmm.
So, all that to say, would you play this as well? What are you
Yeah.
thinking about Wild in general, Flowers and Society?
Magic is really all I need to hear. It's funny because you had mentioned like with Wild Society, like Bridgerton. I was like looking at my notes. Wait, let me see what I wrote again. I said witchy period drama, Gilded Age era, which I love the Gilded Age. I love that
Yes.
show.
I've only watched a few episodes, but I have had a good time.
You must keep going. And then dancing and balls, magic and spells. And I was like, sounds like a great time. I
Come
literally
on.
wrote sounds like a great time. So
Come
then
on.
like moving to Wildflowers, I was like, oh, times two. Like this is good. We'll do
Mm-hmm.
those. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I love a magical element. So I think
Yeah,
that's what
for
really sold it.
sure. And I didn't know what to expect. I think I knew that would be involved, but I think when I really am like, I think I would like this, I try not to spill the beans too much ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
And it is kind of giving like normal farming sim
Mm-hmm.
things that are in it, but the way that they're doing it feels like unique and nice and pretty. And the voice acting is really good, but you also, you know, I know you be reading ahead for
I
sure.
do.
So you can also like
Mm-hmm.
click ahead while you're reading. So it's not
Mm-hmm.
feeling just overly taxing to like listen to all the dialogue. It's just, it's
Yeah.
cute. I really
Yeah.
like it so far. I'm not that far into it, but I'm like, oh, and I think it ends. Like there's a storyline and you can finish it. It's not like this never ending
Oh, that's
thing.
nice. So there's like a
Yeah.
sense of accomplishment. You're like, we did it.
Yeah.
We did it.
Yeah. Yeah. So I have a goal, which I'm really excited for. Because like a Stardew Valley, I'm never gonna finish personally. Props to the people that do. I like built a little community center and then I was like, wait, there's more. So yeah, I'm really excited about that and I'm happy that they talked about it too. So that is Wild Society and Wildflowers. The next game is Moomin Troll Winter's Warmth. This is from the creators of Snufkin. Melody of Moomin Valley comes a heartwarming new adventure inspired by the beloved Moomin stories by Trove Jansen. This time, join Moomin Troll himself on a charming but cold winter journey. This game, Moomin Troll is experiencing winter for the first time, and they're opening their home to other people. And it very much looked like a storybook. I don't know if you remember that. It reminded me of this book that I used to read as a kid called The Snowman by Raymond Briggs. And it just literally looks like you opened up a book to read. It looked wildly cozy, kind of giving Winter Burrow. Just like, yeah, really beautiful, hand drawn, kind of vibey looking game. So, do you remember this one? Would you skip it? Would you play it?
I kind of remember it. I think I would skip this one because I feel
Yeah.
like there's not enough going on for me. I
Okay.
think that's what I think. If I'm like remembering the trailer right, I think I remember being like, I don't think there's enough going on.
Adventure? Drama?
It's like, jeez.
You're just like shaking. You're like,
Struggling.
No, that's stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I would skip this one.
Okay, I feel that. I would play it because I think there are times where I just need something more brain off. But to your point, I don't remember what Moomin is doing. You know, like I don't chilling in the house, going in the cold. Like I remember some of that, but
yeah.
you're right. I didn't feel like there was a lot of action going on. Maybe maybe surprise us, but like I do feel that.
Right.
But I feel like for me, that's why I would play it. I'm like, for the times that I just want to like meander.
Yeah.
Seems like a good time. So that is Moomin Troll Winter's Warmth. The next game is called Verdant. You accompany Sprout on his journey through the green post-apocalyptic world of Verdant. Survive the beautiful yet harsh environment by building camps and upgrading your gear. Balance life and death literally in your hand with your powers and uncover their connection to the downfall of humanity. Oh my God. Just it kept going. I did not read these ahead of time. So I'm like, oh wow. So this was very dystopian. It like looked like you're a character that could make plants grow. Like maybe you have a plant arm is kind of what I remember the main character looking like. Would you play it? Would you skip it?
So I wrote skip it next to this because my note was I don't know what's happening.
I said that too. I said didn't get it much.
I don't know what's
no shade. No shade to that game. I said the same thing. I said the same, and then I don't like the dystopian
and I literally
situation.
wrote, I was like, okay, like maybe like spooky season vibes. I said it looks cool, but I don't know what's happening, and so we've skipped. But
yeah,
your description,
which is funny.
Your description was helpful to me actually. To be like, okay, I kind of like am getting a better understanding of what's going on. But yeah, from like watching the trailer, I was like, I don't know.
Yep, I literally put that. I put didn't get it much. So no shade to this game. We didn't get it from the trailer. Yeah. I also am biased. I don't love a dystopian situation. We've talked about that before. I clearly have that's a stress level I don't want to get involved with. So yeah, this one's on Steam. I think most of the games that we've talked about are on Steam so far. I will keep up with making sure I continue to say what consoles or PC it's on in the future. But nevertheless, it sounds like we're both skipping Verdant. Okay. Sorry to you, Verdant, but somebody is excited. I know somebody out there.
Right.
Really looking forward to it. Okay. The next one is Spirit Crossing. You befriend bears, aid lost spirits, ride buffalo, and build a thriving village with other players in this multiplayer life sim from the creators of Cozy Grove. Find endless opportunities to express yourself, make new friends, and enjoy a social experience unlike any other. So this was that like cozy co-op life sim. It's an MMO or massive multiplayer online game. So you're able to like do that with other people where you're helping each other build a safe and welcoming home. This is also wishlisted on Steam, but it's available apparently right now on Android and iOS. Would you play this one or would you skip it?
So I said I would play because I like the community building aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
Another note that I wrote down, now it's like making me remember. I wrote so I don't know, listeners, if you all have read this book, but tomorrow they talk about a game that feels very similar to this.
Oh, damn.
Right? Like
That was
in
my favorite part of the whole book, by the way. I loved that
so
part of the book.
that's why I was like, I really liked that part.
Hmm.
So I was like, oh, this makes me feel like I would want to play it, because it really is. As
Hmm.
I was looking at that trailer, I was like, oh, this feels like that part in the book where they were playing in that world essentially. So yeah, I like the community building aspect of it. I like that it's an MMO. I think like we've talked a lot about how like games can like bring people together and create opportunities to like do teamwork and interact and blah blah blah. So I was like, because of that and like what it feels like it represents to me, like I would play. So
Okay.
yeah.
Wow. That blew my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Because I did love that part of the book. And
It's the
I
book that
definitely
got
said I
me.
was skipping this because I was
Mm-hmm.
still unsure of like, what are we doing here?
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
didn't feel like I had a good understanding. But hearing you say that, I'm like, oh, that makes me say I would want to try it if it was anything similar to that, because it was a
Mm-hmm.
cute time of like people just meandering around and
Yeah.
getting to know
Yeah.
each other and all that stuff. So, okay. Wow, you blew my mind with that. Spirit Crossing. A maybe for me. A maybe. I'd have
That's
Ariel play it
fair.
and then be like, tell me more. I
That's fair.
trust your opinion.
That's fair.
Give me
That's fair.
more. Give me more. Okay. The next one is called Travel Pack. It's time to take a trip across a pocket sized world of titles, terrains, and colorful characters in this light puzzle narrative game inspired by board games and travel. Pack yourself a set of dice and some comfy boots. So, this is a board game inspired game that incorporates some storytelling. It looked really effing cute to me. You learn and like see how people kind of play games, which reminded me of those like house rules, like people all play games a little bit differently. So you apparently are kind of trying to learn that as you're playing this game in order to succeed. And it is coming out on Steam and consoles. Ariel, play or skip?
I would play because I love a board game, and because it's inspired by board games, it made me intrigued. So that's where
Mm-hmm.
I'm at. I was like, I play that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It could be cute, and it did look really cute. It looked super cute. So
It does look super cute. And
yeah.
even I had like a interested and hesitant gameplay, even though I just talked about that super excitedly, because for the same, I'm like, oh, I love a board game. But I'm noticing I need to know a little bit about what we're doing in a
Fair.
trailer. Because I
Yeah.
feel like that's been a
Yeah.
theme for me in these games where I'm like, but like, what are we doing?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, and I didn't know. So I was like a hesitant, like, well, I like this, but I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't necessarily be like, ooh, day one, ow, I'm gonna
Yeah.
play this right away, you know? All right. That was Travel Pack, exclamation point. Let me see. There were so many games, and I
There's
think I'm
so
gonna
many,
actually
y'all.
skip around. Yeah. So like shout out to Mirage Miracle Quest, shout out to Cozy Caravan. I
Mm-hmm.
do want to ask you about this game. So actually like Wholesome
Wait.
Games. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Cozy Caravan, that one?
No, no, no. I'm going to ask you about another one.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to skip on down to Fishbowl. So Fishbowl is a narrative game about dreams, grief, and hope. Rediscover your memories and find your way into the present in this intimate experience where slice of life meets surreal. So it's a game about dreams, grief, and hope. You're rediscovering memories and finding your way into the present. You look into characters' dreams and memories and how everyday tasks affect your mood. It's coming out in April 2026 on Steam and PS5. So, of course, as a social worker, I was like, so
Play.
I gotta
Duh.
ask.
What? Like, what? Of course I would. It's
Woo!
right up
Okay.
my alley. Like, I think, like, the dreams and the memories part is super interesting to me. And, like, I mean, just even outside of the specific game, like that stuff has always been very interesting to me. So
Mm.
I think that's really cool. I think the fact that like everyday tasks can impact mood is just so reflective of like real life, you know? So like that I found really cool. So
Hmm.
yeah, I was like, yeah, that's a play for sure.
Everything you just said is why I wouldn't play it.
Really.
I was
I'm like,
like,
yes.
I'm already living life.
You're like,
I
I do this.
cannot live someone else's stressful life to make sure they're doing their tasks to not be stressed. But I do think there's something to be said about certain games that folks play that have to do with like real emotions, and stuff like that. Because there's a game that I've played and I didn't finish it. What is it called? Oh, I'll have to look at it. I think it's, oh no, I don't want to say it wrong. It's a game where this guy's like going through and processing grief because his girlfriend passed away. And so it like seems cozy, but like essentially he's like going to therapy. He's like trying to reconnect with his friends and do all this stuff. And even then I was like, I don't know if I need to play games like this. Um,
Mhm.
because yeah, it's just, it feels really tough. It's called After Love EP. That's what it's called. So I think like in the same vein, I guess is what I'm trying to say. It's hard to, like, sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm trying to do this to get a little break, not necessarily just be like completely engulfed and reminded all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. See, for me, I'm like, it's interesting because I think that how you say, like, you know, you kind of want some distance from that because it's something that you kind of do for your job. Like, that is something that I also do for my job, but I like lean into it because it just comes so naturally to me at this point that
Mm-hmm.
like, and I think because the subject matter is like something I'm so interested in, I'm like, oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
this seems like super cool. And I think it's cool to be able to do it in a way that is not actually going to affect other people, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
whereas with my job, it very much has a direct impact on like who I'm working with, whereas this feels like just very low stakes, but a good way to still engage in it. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I feel that. Yeah. And when I've talked or like when yeah, I guess when I've talked with other people and or heard other people talk about some of these more emotional games, it's like to each his own. Like what is it
Yeah.
that it's helping you go through or what are you like connecting with or experiencing, etc. Night in the Woods is another game that's like that. That's kind of seen as like a cozy game, but it has to do with mental health and things like that.
Mhm.
And you're like this little cat. And I played that and it was interesting to say the least.
Mhm.
I feel like it's a cult classic doesn't seem right, but a lot of people love that game. But nevertheless, has to do a lot with like emotions and feelings and
Mhm.
self discovery and stuff. So I like I'll do it and I'll have a good time. And I'm also like I can't do it back to back though. I can't do it all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah. So that is Fishbowl. Again, coming out April 2026. I'm gonna scroll through a few games. Shout out to the games that we won't get into, but one of them is called Find Your Words. Another one is called Arcane Eats. And the next one I want to talk about is Catchmaker. In Catchmaker, you embark on a cozy 3D adventure where you catch bugs and match them for perfect romance. Explore a world abuzz with cute critters and help them find their perfect date through playful minigames. Befriend the locals, uncover your past, and embrace your destiny as a steward of a magical island. You're literally collecting bugs and matchmaking them. You can wishlist it on Steam. Yes, Ariel. Are
I'm
you
gonna
gonna play it?
pass. I'm gonna pass.
I feel like you couldn't even hold it in.
I
Girl,
was like,
no. I'm cracking up.
yeah, this one's just not for me. It looked very cute. I will say that. It looked very cute. But yeah, this one is just this I'm not their audience. I'm not their audience for this one.
That is so funny.
Because why are we matchmaking bugs? Let me stop. But sorry, that is a subject matter. It is just not.
Sorry, I'm literally coughing because I'm cracking up. And it's funny because I was like, this is so silly. I am intrigued. I'm totally gonna play it.
I know you're gonna be like, "Yep, this is go. This is a go time." I'm like,
This is
"No."
so silly. Literally the silliest like
Ugh.
thing I've ever heard. I remember it kept going and I kept being like, what are we doing? Oh, and I don't even think I'd like really play it. I think it would surprise me.
Mm.
But I'm like, I would try it because what is happening? Catchmaker. That's what it's called. Wish listed on Steam. If that feels like your cup of tea. Okay. We'll give a lovely shout out to Pandemonium Merge, a shout out to Zitofono. Sorry, Zitofono. And then the next one I do want to talk about is Coffee Talk Tokyo. So Coffee Talk Tokyo is the newest installment of the beloved coffee brewing and heart-to-heart talking simulator. It brings the warmth, heat, and delicious drinks from the previous games to an all-new cafe in Tokyo, where humans and yokai alike share their stories. For you, Ariel, would you play or skip this one?
I said I would play this one just because
Mm-hmm.
I'm intrigued about hearing people's stories. Like, and I love a coffee shop, and it just has the elements in there. So I think it'd be
Mm-hmm.
super cute. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. For sure. So I've played the first one, and I
Okay.
remember when I was playing it, what was I? I was like playing it before going to bed, and it was perfect because it's so chill. It would
Mm-hmm.
literally put me to sleep. Like very narrative gaming. You're literally reading,
Yeah.
occasionally picking and doing other things, but
Yeah.
you're reading and clicking along. So it's really cute. It's like reading a book almost.
Mm-hmm.
And right now I'm playing the second one, Coffee Talk Volume 2, I think. And I feel like there's more words that I'm forgetting. But it's also, I like was almost annoyed at first. So I was like, oh my God, I think I forgot what Coffee Talk was. And then I was like, oh, right, we play this to go to sleep. Like this is a
Mm-hmm.
cozy time. So once I started doing that again, I was like, oh yeah, and that probably sounds crazy to some people. Like you're playing a game to go to sleep, but we do so many other things of like
Yeah.
reading, chilling, whatever. It just like is a super calming experience, and if you lean into that, it's a
Yeah.
good time. If you're like, I need to turn up, it's not for you probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I would play that for sure. So that's Coffee Talk Tokyo, and it is coming out on Steam and consoles March 5th, 2026. All right, so I'm just gonna give a shout out to Mandrake, a shout out to No, I want to talk about this one. Ree's story. So in this game,
I'm like,
oh,
I
it's
don't have
okay.
notes on this. I
I'm gonna
stopped
tell
doing
you.
notes after a while. So that's why I'm like,
You're
oh
like,
no.
it's so many games. No, but this one, you'll remember it. I think. I think
Okay.
you'll remember it. Restory. In this game, you run a quaint electronics repair shop in the mid 2000s in Tokyo. You grow your business by carefully restoring iconic video game consoles, cell phones, music players, and other nostalgic devices. You talk to customers, hear their stories, and see how your decisions impact both their lives and your shop. So it's literally like a restoration shop. Like you literally are getting the items. Like when you watch the TikToks and they are restoring the thing,
Yeah.
they're taking out every little piece and they're cleaning it and you gotta put it back together and blah blah blah. Like I love watching this. I love it. And I'll be like, did I choose the right profession? Like every blue moon, I'm like, this seems like a great time. Like a restore and clean, take apart, put back together. Wow. It made me really excited. So that's why I had to say it out
Mm-hmm.
loud to you.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
so would you play? It does seem like something you would be into. 'Cause clearly I'm into it.
I think mine is a maybe leaning towards play. Like a maybe
Okay.
leaning towards play. Again, I think that that narrative piece and like the listening to stories piece and like how your actions can impact other people's lives, like that stuff I am super into. So yeah, yeah, a maybe closer to yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe closer to yes. Okay. Yeah, folks, if you're into it like I am, and like Ariel might be, it's called Restory. which listed on Steam, Restory. So I'm going to give a shout out to the game Detopia. And the last game that we are going to talk about is called Bits and Bops. Bits and Bops is a collection of original rhythm mini games filled with catchy music, snappy gameplay, and gorgeous hand-drawn animation. Bits and Bops is sure to brighten your day. So this reminded me of those TikToks. You know, I don't know if you've seen them, but they'll be like, swipe your finger, and then you'll see the little like animation to the rhythm that you do to swiping your finger. You've never seen these TikToks. I don't know what my For You page is on, but it'll literally be like the cutest little animations, and it's always like this. You're just moving your finger like very calmly, and it's a little cute animation. Or these other TikToks. We see what I've been doing lately, but I've actually been better. I've been keeping to like my little time, whatever thing, my time limit. But I don't know if you've seen these other ones where it's normally like the girlfriend, the wife, taking video of the husband or the boyfriend or whatever.
Doing this, say the word to the beat.
Girl, have you done that?
Jam. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with it. I love it. So I'm so good at it. I'm so good at it.
What?
Yes. Like, for the record, yes, I would play this because it made me think of that and how much fun I have with that. But it's been hilarious to me because one time I had my fiance do it. He was not good. And he was like, yo, take this off the screen. Meanwhile, I'm like, bird, butter, butter, bird, like going. Having a time with it. I love it. I love it. Like,
I feel you. We did it too.
Funny to me.
Yeah, they are. But also my brain breaks. I'm like, yeah, we've had a good time in our household as well doing them. We only did them like one evening, but I was like, hey, I like came downstairs like, try this thing. I gave no context. And
it's so fun to me. You know what it actually reminds me of? So I used to be in band back in the day. Mm-hmm. And anytime we would have like a new piece of music to learn, like before we even start playing anything, like our like band director would have us like say like the name of the note and clap along to it. So like I have always done like rhythm based stuff like that, and it like reminds me of that a lot. And like it was super helpful in like just learning the music. I wish I could read music now. I don't remember how to, but like I do remember like that was how we learned to read music, by like clapping and saying it at the same time, like to the actual rhythm of it. So
you're a pro.
Yeah.
You've been bred for this. So I think we would play this game because of that. Granted, I don't want to spend a ton of money on it. It would have to be reasonably priced for me. Yeah. It's actually available now on Steam for anybody who's interested in it, but clearly we like a rhythm moment. And it's a good time for us. So that game is called Bits and Bops. So that's all the games. We skipped over some of them because this would have been very, very long. But we have mentioned all of them at least. And throughout the showcase, there were some content creators that were brought up. And so if you're interested in seeing who they are, or maybe you watch the showcase and you're like, dang, I don't remember who they all are, whatever it is, their links will be also in our description so that you can be able to follow the people, because we're just, again, trying to be able to create some connection and community when it comes to playing games. And you might find somebody who you really like on there. I don't know. But that's it. That's a wholesome snack. Hopefully you've been inspired to try something new, and or even go back and watch it so you can see the trailers yourself. But that's it. That's all we got for today, Ariel.
That was great. So fun. I love that you ended on, what's it? Bits and butts? Bits and
bops.
Bits and bops. I can't read my own handwriting. That's what I actually did at the end. My bad. Whoops. But anyhoodle. Okay, so let's shift into glow mode, which is a space for wins, wisdom, and words that lift us up. Edna, what is a word or a phrase or affirmation that sets your intention for the week?
It will be rest. And I feel like we gotta pick some new words one day, but until we figure these ones out,
I think it's just the theme of like the age that we're at. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Continue practicing, leaning into it. We need reminders in this fast-paced society that we are in. No, I just think I have been resting and I want to give myself permission to continue to do it even when things ramp up of like we don't have to go hard. We don't have to be inundated or feeling like the shoulds and the many things that we need, quote unquote, that's still a should, that we should be doing nevertheless. So yeah, I just want to continue to like lean into rest, play my games, read my books, build a Lego set, chill the F out. That's it. Like, don't have work be the main character. I need her to be like the side quest, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Leaning into the rest instead. So that's mine. How about you?
Mine is that I'm not necessarily a word or anything like that, but I think what I want to focus on is actually setting up some goals for the year because we're, towards the end of the year. And, I think it's always good
You said towards.
It
the year
is.
is over.
No, we're recording. It is New Year's Eve, guys. Sorry.
It's like,
the last day of the year 2025. But I do want to think about some things to work on for the next year. I don't know if it's gonna be like a theme, like because sometimes when people goal set, they'll be like, I really want to focus on relationships or I really want to focus on my career, whatever, right? Like I don't know if I want it to be something along those lines or if I want to kind of pick a small thing from many different contexts. I haven't really figured that out yet, but yeah, I think I just want to think through like, what I want the next year to kind of feel like. So, yeah.
Okay, I love
Gotta do some
that.
journaling. Yeah.
Oh, yes, a journal sesh.
Yeah.
I'm here for that. I love it. Yeah, it's hard. I think mine are like very simple. I think it's still like rest up, girl. Like that's it. That's all I got. So I feel you though. More intention around that would be dope. So you got some time.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, remember, you can tune in on YouTube and Spotify, and you can also follow us on IG, TikTok, or email us at glitchandglowpod. We'll see y'all in 2 weeks on Tuesday. And as we power down, remember, every glitch has a glow up. Bye, y'all.
Bye.